Welcome again. This video I specially made for two fellow YouTubers. It's for Margaret from Orchids and Garden in England and Ynse from Orchids ADD in the Netherlands. Here's how I grow my Barkeria in a home environment. This is my Barkeria whartoniana. I purchased it 1.5 years ago as a small division. I grow it in the living room, approximately 1.2 meters or 4 feet away from an east side window. I grew it on in the pot it came in, but I put it in a larger empty pot to keep the overhanging roots more humid. Stupidly, I brought it into my outdoor growing area, but hung it up without the extra pot. With the result, the overhanging roots dried up near the growing tips. So it's time for a repot and the cleanup of the roots. First, I soak the roots in a light water and kelp mix solution. This makes the roots a bit more pliable and I can easily see which ones are dead or seriously damaged. I let it soak for approximately 1 hour. The thick, stiff roots look sturdy, but in fact they are very brittle and break easily. The plant had been growing in large grey bark to allow sufficient air circulation around the roots. Here you see the difference between the dry roots and after soaking. They become a nice green color. Time to get it out of the pot. And this seems easier said than done. With a sharp, sterile knife, I carefully loosen the roots that attached to the pot. The old bark is carefully removed from the roots, trying not to damage them. All in all, not a bad root system. There's only a few dead roots. And next up is removing the few dead roots and cutting back the damaged ones. Barkeria have a branching root system, so by cutting them back, most of them will branch out again. With the roots all cleaned up, it's time to choose a mount or a new pot. Mounting it would be nice, but then again, would it thrive under my growing conditions in the home? Let's see how they grow in nature and in greenhouses, and then make a decision. Coming from Central America, ranging from central Mexico to the borders of South America, Barkeria occur in drier as well as in more humid areas, growing on trees, rocks and even large succulents and cacti. Roots can get very long and go in all directions, trying to attach themselves. They continuously grow Keikies, and over time they can become giant specimen plants. So maybe not the best idea to mount it in a home environment. And on top of that, the long, stiff, brittle roots crack and damage easily. So even when passing by, I could damage the root system. So, a pot it will be. Before potting, I first want to remove the Keikie, so I can put its roots deeper in the pot. Removing it is quite easy. Just take the Keikie at the base and slowly but firmly twist it from left to right and from right to left, while supporting the cane it is growing on. By gently twisting, it'll come off easily. To seal the wound and protect it from infecting, I only put cinnamon powder on the wounds. This will dry them out quickly and we avoid rot setting in. Because cinnamon has a drying effect, you must make sure it doesn't get on the roots, otherwise these will dry too and are lost. My pot choice was well thought through. I will use a fairly high, holy clay pot. This will accommodate the large roots, and the holes in it will keep them airy. They don't like to stay wet for too long, so this way they'll dry out quicker than in a completely closed pot. New roots can easily attach to the rough surface of the pot if they want. As a potting media, I'm going for inorganic. I'll be using coarse black sponge cubes, which are less expensive than EcoWeb. First a thin cushion at the bottom, then placing the root mass in the pot, and by gently twisting and turning they'll fit perfectly without breaking them. Both the plant and the Keikie are going in the same pot. When the plant is in, I start filling in with the sponge cubes and gently fill up all open spaces. The sponge has the advantage of being soft, so I can easily push them in between the roots without fear of breaking them. And at the end, all that's left to do is put the repotting date on the label, put on a hook, hang it back and let it grow on. Last fall it gave me 3 beautiful flower spikes. Coming up soon, the arrival and repotting of a rare small Paphiopedilum species. Thanks for watching, hope you like this video again and see you next time.